So, with PSA returns, you win some and you lose some. You have good days and you have bad days. You have good days where you have upcharges. You have bad days where there's zero upcharges. And today is bad day. I wanted to go over today on a play I made on some Chinese cards. A lot of high risk with Chinese cards, but high reward with that, and kind of what I learned from going through, sending in Chinese cards and what to expect in the future. And sometimes it's not on the person on they made good moves or bad moves. It's just the risk, the nature of it, and the risk of it. So, very little editing today. Just have a little mic stand, and I'll be sharing my screen as well on this 12 card return at Value Plus, so about $40 a card, because I wanted to get it back, because time wasn't on my side with these cards. But like I said, I wanted to make this as minimal editing and minimal cuts as possible, so I'm not like hey, trying to get better. I just spouting out my thoughts. So these Chinese cards, the Chinese market. I made this move during the height of the Japanese boom back in middle of June, I think. And what I'm talking about is the Lily gift box, or the Lily. Or is it simplified Chinese? Lily gift box. These came out in China, and they came out in China later in 2022, and then they released a second wave in I think it was March, some of that sort. And I had a connection in China that I was able to buy 10 of these boxes from a guy in China. And my cost bases were pretty good. It was about $320 around that range. And you should have seen the box. Actually, I'll put a picture right here. This is the box that it came in. So pretty large. I was not I knew how large these boxes were, and they were just phenomenal value. Even at I paid, like I said, I paid $320. I think that's including the cost of shipping. What's the average cost per, or maybe it was about like $340. Anyway, it was a good deal. At the time, they were going for $700-800 for the entire box on eBay. And I wanted to collect some of these for my personal collection, as well as sell some into the market. And so we'll get right into it. Then I'll go over what I learned from it and everything. So, looking on the screen here, let me just get my little headshot real quick. Ooh, come on. Ooh, don't fall over camera. Okay. Is that good? I'll just scoot down here. I don't have an optimal setup. Let's move me right here. Okay, good headshot. Okay, cool. I'll just... I can't move up my camera anymore. Okay, cool. So, looking on the screen here, this was submission 114837727. I shipped it out. Date shipped. Well, no, date received was this. Was it June 22nd? And, let me cover up the grades. Anyway, these were 12 cards. They were all the Chinese cards. So the Lily Box card, as well as I had some Acerolas that I was getting graded. These Acerolas came out in the special... It was like a special promotion, just like Battle Day. The Battle Day Acerola, I saw a great value in Acerola. A lot of fans of Acerola, and I wanted to again grade this for my personal collection, as well as maybe sell one. So I graded 2 of them, and we'll go down and show the grades. So first we got the Lily Box. So start off great. Start off at a 10. And for those who don't know, this is it. This card. It was the Chinese Lily. Beautiful, beautiful card. Chinese, especially simplified Chinese, I kind of view it as the, best of both worlds, where it's the Japanese texture, it's the Japanese quality, but it has the English back. Some people are not fully set on the Japanese back and would rather have the English back. So this is like the best of both worlds, because English texture's kind of garbage, my opinion. Not really a hot take. There's a lot of people that are just like, if you compare the Japanese with the English, it's phenomenal. It is absolutely phenomenal, the texturing and how much more detail there is in the Japanese. So yeah, first one came out great. It was 10, awesome. Yeah, like I said, I got 10 of these, so more to come. So great, I got a 10, and then boom, hit with the freaking 8. So again, difference with these, like when I had these directly out of the box, they were pristine. Directly out of the box, I put it into a semi-sleeve, or semi-rigid sleeve, and put it obviously into a penny sleeve and shipped it off. It looks great. Some of them were off-centered, as you can see here. Left and right, pretty bad. Top and bottom, yes, as well. But as an 8, I see kind of stretching it. You can see it's thicker on the bottom and right, so shifted. So with centering, I don't really see PSA giving out 8s for just centering problems. Just my opinion, but it is an 8. So, how much better is it going to be to a 9? So, probably going to my personal collection. We'll move on. So I got a 9, the next one. And again, I 100% believe it's a centering problem. Not as bad as the other one, but, noticeable. Now, in my opinion, this is, within the aspect of a PSA 10. But apparently PSA does not agree. I obviously this is blurry. I can go to the separate page where it has it blown up. There was nothing, no scuffs, no marks, no whitening at all on these cards. They were awesome. It's just what I've learned from Chinese cards is that it's a centering issue. It's all centering issues. Continuing on, the pain train. Okay, and we got another 8. Second 8 of the submission. Again, centering problems, left and right. But same thing. Same thing as last time. And we're going on. Hey, boom. There you go, a 10. There you go, another 10. Cool, I got another 10. So we're two for whatever 6 is right now. And look, this is even off center a little bit. And I don't even... So what I've learned is that PSA has a computer or a scanning process that kind of does centering. Because I guess if graders are doing it too fast, they're like, oh yeah, this is a 10 centering and it's like more than 60-40. So who knows? They're all kind of closed door with that. So going on, reveal the rest. So we got an 8, another 8. So the third 8 of this submission, fantastic. We got another 9. So 2 9s so far, and then a 10, and then a 9, and then a 9. Yeah. So this is pretty rough. We had 4 9s, 2 8s, and 3 10s. Could have been worse, yes, but at $40 a card, and plus recently a card has gone down in value. It was selling for like $1,500. Now it's selling for like $700-800. So that's just the risk of Chinese cards. Everyone, especially China's just dumping these cards on the market. I think the population report is around 2,000 to 3,000 of these cards. So not great. You have a bunch of things going together, which making this card go down in value. The only thing this card is maintaining its value is because 9s and 8s are kind of 50-50. In the population report, there's as many 9s as there are many 10s. So that's why I was kind of confused, weary, okay, I got 4 9s and 3 10s, and so it's almost at that 50%. But I was kind of taken back because these were nice. These were nice cards. The only thing were the off-center issues, and I didn't think they would get an 8, but you live and learn. And then my other 2 Acerolas both got 9s, so just hammered. Yeah, look at this. This card's beautiful. I love this. Acerola again. The texturing, it's awesome. Texturing is fantastic. I really don't know how this got a 9. Like, look at that centering. Beautiful. No whitening. No scuffs. Yeah. So, and I could see maybe a little bit top to bottom. But still, if you really want to look at centering, look at the corners. Look and compared to this, to this, this, to this. Because I know sometimes with E-Series and with a lot of different cards, the edges are not completely the same. Oh my gosh. I just noticed. Look at that. Oh man, there's Haunter. No, there's Haunter right there, and there's Gengar. That's cool. I didn't even notice that until zooming in. That's awesome. That's so cool. The little detail in the back. It's like a Halloween card. But anyway, and then I think there's hearts in the background, maybe. But this card's cool. Again, the Battle Day Lily, Battle Day Acerola, and Battle Day Guzma. Don't kill me, Guzma, I think. So what did I learn from submitting these cards? I got these cards back in, what is it? 15 days. No. Wow, a month. I got these back in a month. Value plus $40 a card, but I got them back in a month. So what did I learn? Chinese cards are not easy to grade. Either that or they have a centering issue. Chinese cards have centering issues. So if you're buying just blindly from eBay, just like a stock image, more than likely it's going to be off-centered. What else did I learn? I learned that sometimes PSA is gonna get it to you. You know, sometimes you're gonna have good submissions, sometimes you're gonna have bad submissions. You just gotta roll the punches. What am I going to do going forward? I am definitely gonna crack open a bunch of these cards. I'm not gonna crack open the 8s. 8s are probably gonna be either in my PC, or I'm just gonna wait till the price kind of comes up. There's no use of selling it as a loss because it'll be, even though I bought it at $320, it's gonna be a loss. They're selling 8s. They're selling for maybe like $250 or something like that. That's majority for like Asian cards. For, you know, if it's not 10, it's bust pretty much. Especially 8. Oof. You might as well sell it raw. Honestly, even with the centering issues, people will still buy it more than an 8. What else did I learn? Yeah, sometimes you're gonna do plays. And sometimes it's not going to work out, and you got to be in a position that you can take those punches, 100%. Yeah. So what I'm going to do going forward, like I said, I'm going to keep the 8s. I'm going to crack all the 9s. Usually my play, I'm kind of playing the numbers game because I'm a business and because, you know, I like double digits. There is going to be a small portion, especially if you yourself, I've pre-graded close to 1,000 cards. Not all went to PSA, some went to CGC, early CGC, that was tougher, not compared to today. But anyway, so I've graded close to 1,000 cards, pre-graded. And I know within a grade or two, or within a grade, or half a grade, if you're talking about CGC, of what it's going to be. So I feel these 9s are pretty not deserved with these cards. Like, they're just either as greater. I mean, again, all these cards were graded by technically 2 people, because it was like one person to mainly grade it and the other one to check off on it. Fairly unjustified. And again, you know, you can take cards, crack them out 9s. Sometimes they'll get 10s. Sometimes they'll stick with 9s. I'm more than willing to take the numbers game because the 9 difference between the 10, it's significant. 10, like I said, $800. 9, it's going to be like $300, $400. So I'm willing to take that bet, crack it open, send it back. Whenever it comes back, it comes back. Time's not on my side. Right now, I'm going to sell. I just auctioned off a 10. It got like PSA 10 was like $720. Not the best. I'm going to wait a little bit for the 10s others. Maybe one, buy it now, then maybe in a couple weeks if I'm going to see how it does. And then I'm probably going to list it. I'm going to roll the numbers again with those 9s and 10s, or those 9s cracking to possibly get a 10. See how it does. And that's what I'm going to go with. I can't, I'm kind of whimpering, you know, licking my wounds, such as that. But it's not the end of the world, honestly. Obviously, you know, stuff like this is gonna happen. You just gotta roll with the punches. That's why with PSA submissions, you should never submit more than 50 cards in one submission. Sometimes people just swear by, you know, sending 30 cards in. Because you can get the average. If one submission is really bad, one submission is really good, and whatever, over time it's just an average of every single one. But if you're sending 200 cards in one submission, you're really rolling the dice on that one. And personally, I would not suggest that. So again, I still believe in the product, still believe in Chinese cards. I don't think they're garbage. I really don't. I love the texturing, love the artwork. Yeah, I mean, there's even right now, it's just there's an overabundance of these cards on the market right now, and it's only going to become worse because a lot of people put this in bulk, and I don't think it's going to rise in value over the next, I would say, year and a half while these cards come back. I can afford to just stick it in my box and just let it rise in value over time, because I know there's going to be Lily collectors in the future. So yeah, not the best best video to make, you know, most fun video to make, but you know, if I'm willing to talk about my great successes of selling all these cards at really good value, I'm more than willing to share my losses as well, and for you guys to learn from losses as well. So my losses, you know, my loss, your gain. But yeah, like I said, I'm still buying Chinese. I'm more focusing on trophy cards, Chinese trophy cards. Personally, like I showed in those that other video a little while, what I'm sending to PSA, sent in a bunch of Chinese cards. A part of those cards were these cards, but these were a separate submission. Those other cards are still being graded. So yeah, that's that'll wrap up for this video. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned something from today, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Check my eBay link down below if you want to, you know, see what other things I'm selling. And message me. You know, I can give you like a 10 if you watch this video or whatever. Just mention in my message, I'll give you like 10% off. It's whatever. But anyway, I'm here for you guys, and I want to build out your collections, obviously as well as mine, because you know every 3 cards I grade, one's going in my collection, 2 I'm selling. So just to pay, that's how collectors roll nowadays. So anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you guys.